the heart of Parla lies the town hall, home of all the people, and built over 100 years ago, a building that soon got too small. And it was replaced in 1992 by a bigger and more modern construction which was awarded National Architecture Prize. Open to all the residents, it still lies in the center of the town on Empedrado Street.
This building is home to all the people of Parla. And from here, the different government teams and I, as a mayor now, have the honor and responsibility to make decisions to improve our residents' lives. Many of us work every day to make Parla a better place. We struggle to improve the image for our town, to get Parla to be now for more positive news. We always work for Parla, por y para Parla, for an open, multicultural, welcoming, supportive town. We work for a town where more and more people may one day say, I love Parla.
A street which takes you to Nuestra Señora de la Asunción Church, one of the 6 Catholic churches which coexist in Parla, with 3 mosques, 12 evangelical churches, an Orthodox church, 2 Jehovah's Witnesses Kingdoms Hall, and a Mormon church. Built in the 16th century, this church is one of the most emblematic and historic buildings in town, together with Nuestra Señora de la Soledad Chapel, our patron saint. And this building here, where every Christmas we organize our live nativity scene. At the beginning of the last century, it was the first school in Parla where boys and girls were taught separately. But later, it was used as a local library. And today, it is home for the local theater school, one of our 4 art schools and the first in our family. The theater school also houses our local school of languages, where 1,500 people can learn English, French, German, Chinese from the age of 3.
Opposite the theater school, we find the cultural center, which holds exhibitions, fairs, and conferences. Inside this building, there's the Jaime Salom Theater, which offers all types of shows, and our second art school, where drawing and painting are taught, and where children, youngsters, and adults can develop their creativity. This is our dance and music school in the Isaac Albany Center, shared with one of Parla's public libraries. Here we have an example. Next to a legendary park, the Parque de la Ballena, the Park of the Whale, which, so the story goes, commemorates some farmers from Parla and men from the nearby town, Fuenlabrada, who argued about whether what could be seen in the lagoon was a whale's back or a donkey's pack saddle.
A few meters across the avenue, we reach the official School of Languages. If you are interested in learning English, French, or German, and you need to obtain an official certificate, this is the place for you. Living Parla, Amour Parla, Vive Parla. This way we can broaden our training in languages and the arts after school. In Parla there are 7 state nursery schools, 22 state primary schools, and 3 state founded schools. A special education center, 8 state secondary schools, an adult education center, an occupational center, and the headquarters of the Distance Learning University for the south of Madrid. We go to the youth center to keep on learning as well as to have fun. Here we have at our disposal computers, Wi-Fi connection, team working, music rehearsals, bike fixing room, rooms for studying. We also feature a rock orchestra, and we even look after a vegetable garden. And the tram stops right at its door. In
In a few minutes, get us to Renfe train station, which will take us to Puerta del Sol in less than a half an hour. An average of 21,000 travelers use the tram every day. Those who pass 8 and the 26 use the tram, the train and the buses as many times as we wish for just 20 euros, which is the price of our travel card. Indeed, Parla boasts a beach and a spa as well as a swimming pool. In our local sports centres, Forus and Supera, we do all kinds of activities, including bodybuilding, cycling, swimming and martial arts, among many others. In our local sport facilities, different organizations and clubs offer a wide variety of options for the special ones. Parla, young boys and girls, who are the future of our sport. As you can see, Parla and sport go hand in hand. But we also want to get in some welcome exercise and do some sport on the go. We do all kinds of sport. We even have an outside climbing gym at hand.
We have no less than 4 health centers: San Blas, Pintores, Las Américas and Isabel II. And a new one will soon be under construction in East Parla. And this will allow us to better attend to your health needs, with quicker attention and shorter waiting lists. We also boast one of the most modern hospitals in the autonomous community of Madrid, which combines the most highly qualified healthcare professionals and the best resources to assist you. You would rather not be in need of them though. In Parla, cardiovascular disease prevention is always close to our heart. We are concerned about the integration and participation of all our citizens in the life of the city. We like showing solidarity and we are committed to equal opportunities. The Villa de Parla Occupational Center both assists and teaches individuals with intellectual disabilities. These people and their families, as well as the staff that work with them, are an example of perseverance and a desire to excel. That's why we thank them for their work these last 23 years. Thank you.
We are an example of coexistence. Refugees from more than 115 countries live here. We share different customs, traditions and knowledge, as we all have a lot to learn from one another. Morocco, Romania and China are the most representative communities, with more than 5,000 citizens each one. Parla is an open, welcoming, supportive and peaceful town, and the best part of Parla is the people. Parla is well served by a good transport network. On the middle of its road and public transport network, Parla has over 5 million square meters of industrial land in the PAU5, which reflects our main commitment to business development. Some international brands and the Parla Natura shopping center have already been established here. We are keen on clean and green companies. We would like the PAU5 to be a great industrial and international park based around the Airbus Aeronautic Company and the development of R&D.
If you like going for a walk or doing a sport in the open air, you should come to our green areas. Above all, you should visit the so-called Park of the European Communities and Park of Spanish Communities, which are considered the green lung in our city. Besides, these parks are an ecosystem with numerous plants and animals, especially birds. The easiest and largest to see are the storks.
If you are interested in ecological diversity, you shouldn't miss the Botanic Garden and the Bonsai Museum. Without leaving Parla, you can walk amongst 250 trees of 20 species and 4,000 bushes of 24 species, all home to approximately 16 bird species. Moreover, the Bonsai Museum includes more than 30 bonsais in its permanent exhibition, and it also has a workshop where you can learn and practice about this art.
And finally, let's not forget the Park of the Universe, a pleasant place where you can enjoy nature to the full and children can play and do a sport.